Hi, my name is Jerry Yang, and I'm with the Chinese American Citizens Alliance Voices Uplifting Project here at the C.A.C.A. National Lodge headquarters in San Francisco. Today is September 6th at 5:43 p.m., and I'm interviewing Sherman, who is the National Treasurer for C.A.C.A. Or,
I just completed my tour duty
okay.
as national treasurer. Yeah.
So first, could you please just make a comment that you give your full name and that you give consent for this interview?
Oh, sure. Yeah, my name's Sherman Tang. I'm consent to be interviewed.
All right, great. Then I guess we'll start with what lodge are you from and how long have you been a member of C.A.C.A.?
I'm currently the San Francisco Lodge. I'm currently serving as the president, and I have been with the C.A.C.A. A little bit more than 10 years, maybe 12, not that long.
Very cool. And it's technically the second day of the convention so far. And how are you feeling about the convention right now, and what are you most looking forward to?
Uh, it's amazing that we have a compacted schedule this year, and everything seemed to be very smoothly going through. And even though we have a lot of delay or whatnot, but everything is just coming to in order, and everybody in the whole delegate people are all willing to contribute and provide input, making sure that we're doing things that is necessary for our community and hopefully for all the citizens of the United States of America.
And if you remember, what feelings or memories come to mind when you think about your first C.A.C.A. convention?
My first C.A.C.A. convention probably is maybe Chicago. I don't know
What
which
year?
one already. Yeah, I think Chicago was my first one. Oh, maybe not. It's Seattle. It was Seattle.
Do you happen to remember what year?
I don't remember. I came. I went with my auntie, Petting, who's a member of this organization. She took me along with her, and I did enjoy the convention. It's just like similar to today's convention. It went through same similar situation, orderly, and peacefully. Everything. There's no argument. Everyone did do their job correctly.
So, why did you first decide to join C.A.C.A. and what motivates you to continue your involvement today?
It's like a 20 some odd years ago, and one of our, technically is our current vice president, Joanne Tom's father, serving with me in Chinese hospital as a director, and he invited me to join this organization. But at that point, I was wearing so many hats that I didn't have time to join. So I passed it until that sometime 10 to 12 years ago, Joanna asked me to join. And then my friend, I was serving with him as Chinese Culture Center. I'm president at that time, and he was one of the board member, Warren Sito. And then because we're serving at one place, so he signed me up and say, come over here and serve with me in this great organization. I said, okay, I'm retiring from that. I'm coming over here. So that's how I joined it.
Very cool. And if you're a member of various other nonprofit community organizations, like the one you just mentioned, what is it about the C.A.C.A. community and your involvement that stands out from those other organizations?
Well, C.A.C.A. is doing different thing than what we do on different thing. We are mostly involving cultural and history, and C.A.C.A. is about equity, all people. We are doing promotion about our right, and so the other one is just showing what we do as a citizen, what is our culture, how do we do things from the old and transition to the new, different environment. So it's totally different than what we have.
Very cool. And then C.A.C.A. is regarded as the oldest continuous civil rights and advocacy organization established by Chinese Americans. What do you credit for its longevity and sustainability? And how might you attract younger people to join?
Well, life is a continuum. Um, San Francisco is a very auspicious place. A lot of Chinese came from China, came over here over 100 years. All the organizations here in San Francisco are almost all over 100 years. Um, so it's the continual is because there's a need from time to time it change, but then it's still the same kind of need that we have. In the old day, we cannot cross Broadway uh, from here to Broadway, only 2 blocks from here. We cannot walk out there because the other people gonna throw rock at you. Okay, so that's what happened.
When was this?
In the 1900s.
That's right.
Yeah. So all the citizens, Chinese came over here, was all single. Young people came over here, try to make a living, and try to go back. There's no women in here. It's all male. So after the gold rush, then we have railroad, right? Building the railroad, and then we have after that we have farming, fishing, all those things. But the problem that we're facing would be discrimination, prejudice. Uh, we don't have police in here. Police doesn't come in. They can burn your house, nobody look at it. We don't have social services, right? We don't have protection from police, and we cannot bury here in San Francisco. If you passed away, no cemetery will receive you, and then there is no doctor will treat you for illness. So what can we do? So here in the city, we have Chinese cemeteries that is purchased for the convenience for the people who live here. And then we do have hospital here just up the block, and it's all contributed by Chinese living here. Technically, not just living here. I'm going to take the word back. Is that all the United States? If there's Chinese, when they go fundraising, they went out and go out there and ask for the funding and come over here and build all this infrastructure and services for all the Chinese Americans at that time. So it's kind of, even though we are thinking that prejudice is not there, but it's still there. We have to fight continuously. We cannot stay behind. If we stay behind, we will not be able to receive our right, and that is most important. And C.A.C.A. is an organization that help us to go that way.
And then, how do you think C.A.C.A. should attract younger people to join?
Well, that is a question that all the organization here in Chinatown faces. One of the reasons is that simply in the old day, we all speak our own language, Cantonese, C.A.C.A, right? Hoi Peng, Hoi San, you know. But the young people went out, like you, probably don't like Chinese, right? You don't go to Chinese school probably, right? So you don't learn because your friend, everyone you mix with would be all speaking English. It's not a that is not a major problem, but because there is communication that that is over there. But like C.A.C.A, we use English to speak. But if you go to your family association, then they all speak their own language. So it's it's not joining together the communication. And then another thing that we faced was in the old day, I mentioned was single male society. Right now it's different. We're family. When you're family, uh, the daddy, the mommy, everybody had to go to work to support the family. The children is going to school. So they do not really have sufficient time to come out and serve the community. And therefore, the mentality is different from the old to the new. So we need to transition from there to the newer environment. So maybe we can use technology more so that the young people can join. And also we need to have education, telling the younger people what we do and why we're doing it and why we need them to join us for this struggle. And that way the young people would learn from history and understanding the reason why we continue to do this type of thing. And like currently, we have a new president. We have a lot of changes coming up and saying that this, saying that, and it's problematic that some of our right may be affected. Then the only reason we can do it is keep making sure that we continue to make sure that the continuity of our right and freedom is protected.
And then, final question: what advice would you give to the next generation of members who want to carry on the mission of C.A.C.A?
Well, keep your eye open and making sure, just not one view, but making sure that different view come together. Obviously, you and I, everyone are different, but we do have something in common. That is the protection, our right, the voices that we can provide to make our life easier, better, and it's going back to just not we're not discriminate against other people, and we hope other people not discriminate us, and then not taking our rights away. And that's the important thing is look at both sides of the issue. Just a lawyer, if you're hired as one person, you can be hired for the other person. Different point of view, right? I mean, you could be either sue as a plaintiff or defendant, but both of them is the same case, right? So you have to look at both cases and give your opinion as to what is the proper one, and so that we will follow the proper one, and that way it's better for all the whole society.
Well, thank you so
Well,
much
thank
for
you.
doing this interview. Yeah.